Today's communication techniques and social networking has and is expanding. However, it is expanding through the cyber and electronic world instead of the real world. Although this may seem like a great innovation, these online social networking websites, as well as technological features like email and text, is crippling our community and our social skills. The lack of close human interaction is taking a toll on not only the younger generation, but also in the professional world. Some people make the argument that technology gives people more ways to interact and connect with each other. However, most people believe the opposite. According to VID00001, a recent poll asked 1,160 people one question: do they believe that technology is helping or hurting students' social skills? 50% of the voters felt that technology was hurting these skills, replacing face-to-face experiences, where 30% felt it was helping and 20% felt neither. These experiences, meaning face-to-face experiences, are essential when developing a sense of community and social skills. Social networking websites have essentially created a parallel universe to that of the real world. Here, you can be whoever you want to be and connect with others through a screen, something that can ultimately mask who you really are and how you actually engage with others. The biggest social networking websites include Facebook, Twitter, and even online dating services like eHarmony. Sure, these websites help people feel connected and a bond with those in their community and aid in pairing perfect couples. But how genuine can these relationships be if you can't even look the other person in the eye and say hello or I love you? Many personal accounts have been discussed and provide actual evidence of the deterioration of our social skills and community that are seen in today's society. One man writes, "My wife doesn't use email anymore, nor does she hang out with all of her friends anymore. She contacts them through Facebook. They rarely talk on the phone, and when they do, she carries out another conversation through the computer at the same time." Face-to-face interactions have greatly decreased with the creation of social networking websites. People just don't need to get together anymore. According to ThinkQuest, many have become dependent on software, applications, and websites to contact others. Without access to these applications, many people would have no way of communicating with their peers. We just wouldn't know how to do it. Procon.org provides us with statistics to prove how much the younger generation actually uses these social networking websites. Teens spend an average of about 9 hours a week on these websites. The hours spent on these websites have brought many serious dilemmas to the society's attention. The inability to hold a conversation, the need for instant gratification, ADHD, and social isolation have all been linked to social networking. In addition, not only is the younger generation being affected by this craze, their parents are also being sucked into the cyber cycle. Parents are spending less time with their children, and couples are actually spending less time together because they're all on the internet instead of interacting with each other. In the Science Daily of the UK, an article states that good communication is the key to excelling in school. Not only is communication one of the largest factors in a successful life regarding school or career, but also in relationships. This is how we exchange thoughts, feelings, information, and ideas. The public has lost the ability to express themselves face-to-face, not learning how to deal with things like confrontation or even job interviews. We are losing the knowledge of basic skills of communication because social networking and other means of technology are hindering the very nature of human interaction. Social networking through the web is only one branch of technology that is hampering our ability to learn and gain social skills and maintain a genuine sense of community. There are other electronic sources that have the same or similar effect on our social lives. These include texting and email. An experiment was done titled "The Social and Psychological Effect of Text" by Donna and Fraser Reed of the University of Plymouth. This experiment gathered results that proved that those who text very frequently are linked to lonely and anxious personality traits. In addition, most people who prefer texting to face-to-face connections correlate With those who are able to manipulate different self-images, texting can allow people to develop dual personalities and identities. This experiment revealed that texters are no longer comfortable with becoming intimate with another person and rather express their emotions through a message. By nature, humans are social creatures. We need real interactions. And how can we depend on a machine to become intimate with another person? Texting has given society an easy way out, never having to confront someone or express thoughts, apologies, or desires personally. Although it sounds nice, it's actually taking away from sincere relationships and a basic human function. Texting is helping to handicap our ability to communicate in our relationships and also affecting the school environment and education as a whole. An NPR article discusses and gives statistics on teens and texting. 58% of students admit to having texted during a class. A teacher in Los Angeles felt that as her students became more immersed in text messaging, they became shyer. She stated, "They get up the courage to ask you for an extension through the computer, but they won't come and speak to you face to face about it. And that worries me in terms of their ability, particularly when they reach the workplace, when they have to interact with other people." In addition to this concept, with texting comes the SMS language, a shortcut language that most of the younger generation is fluent with. For example, LOL means laugh out loud, and NVM means never mind. Although this type of slang is quick and convenient, it is now being discovered in school essays and in everyday communication. Teens and others are getting this improper use of English and confused with correct forms, thinking that SMS language is a reality. As you can see, texting not only gets in the way of our personal interactions, it also is becoming a distraction in school and hindering student-teacher relationships. Another device that has given us a great advantage but has also helped to diminish our sense of community and interactions is email. Email, like texting and other things like Facebook messaging, have become safe havens for escape artists, says Dr. Susan Newman, PhD, social psychologist. You can ignore messages, you don't have to answer questions you don't like, and you never have to see how much you've actually hurt someone. We're missing the valuable lessons in-flesh talks teach us. Email, although the oldest of the technologies I've mentioned, provided as a type of catalyst for this type of communication and interaction between the public. People in today's society are all about instant gratification. Instead of taking the time to call someone or get together with him or her, we have settled for a less genuine but faster and more convenient approach with messaging, texting, or Facebooking. With the overwhelming use of these aspects, face-to-face interactions and the basic knowledge of communication and social skills are becoming crippled due to our seemingly innovative but lazy and fast-paced life. Social networking and other types of technology are taking away very important parts of life: sincere community, friendship, and relationships.